Hey guys, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is August 10th, 2024, and thanks for hanging with me. If you haven't done so already, hit like and subscribe, and then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that's updated every Thursday. And then make sure that you head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to give the blog some love. Make sure you follow me on all the different socials, and then check out my upcoming book, Carpe Diem Scroto 365 Daily Affirmations, scheduled for publication November 2024. So, how the heck are you guys doing? I'm doing a lot better. Uh, Last week I got this weird head cold thing happening, and so I'm feeling a lot better this week. Uh, Went to the pool twice this week and just doing good, doing really good. Um, I don't know if y'all follow it or not, but the Mercury is in retrograde right now, and the first part of the retrograde deals with one half of the zodiac, and then the second part of the retrograde deals with the rest of the zodiac and all kinds of fun stuff. Um, the other day, I had a little bit of a like come to Jesus moment with myself in that there's a lot of things that I need to do, a lot of things that I want to do, and things that I'm trying to manifest to bring into my life. And in doing so, I've got to make some changes in my life. I've got to set some boundaries, and I got to also just take care of my happiness, my mental health, my everything. And so I'm always the first person to give advice and like tell people, well, maybe you should do XYZ, or maybe you should try this, that, or the other thing. But I never listen to myself. And I know this, and that's something that I've got to start doing is listening to the advice that I would give to others. And right now, my spirit is screaming at me, telling me that I got to do things a certain way, and I got to listen to that, because whenever I don't, shit always hits the fan, and I end up getting in more trouble than if I would have just listened to myself in the first place. One of the other things that I always tell people is that you need to trim the fat from your life and look at the people who are in your life and decide if they need to stay in your life. If whenever you're asking for help, they are the first people to be there versus, hey, I need help, and it's crickets. If people are only keeping you in their life because you provide them with a resource, friendships shouldn't be transactional. And that, if your friendships are transactional, like you're only keeping this person in your life because they do XYZ for you, then is that really a friend? That's more of an acquaintance. Like, you don't call your bank teller your friend. You don't call grocery clerk the grocery clerk your friend. Those are transactional relationships. And I kind of went over this in the podcast, and I think I went over it on the Wednesday video, but I'm just going to reiterate it again for those of you who haven't listened to the podcast or seen the Wednesday video. So I just put this PSA out on Facebook, and I said basically, do not push against the boundaries that I'm going to be setting. Do not try to look for a way to manipulate me or whatever else, because if you consider yourself my friend or family or what the hell ever, then me setting these boundaries for myself and putting those limitations and boundaries on those people who I feel are using me or really just don't have my best interest at hand, don't make me cut you out of my life. And, you know, being bipolar, being a Pisces on the cusp of Aries, being what the fuck ever, if I cut you out of my life, you're gone. You're done. There's like no redemption. And it takes an incredible amount to get me to cut you out of my life. Like, I'm still friends with exes who cheated on me and absolutely shattered my fucking heart. And, did it take me some time to get over it? Yeah, it did. And now we're friends and we can talk to each other on the phone or in person or on Facebook, and I feel no animosity toward that person. But with the fact that I live in such a small town and everyone knows everyone, everyone's related to everyone, everyone's dating everyone, it makes it a little bit difficult when you share the same friends group. And so, anyways, I just put it out there that, like, don't put me in a position to no longer consider you a friend. So, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping and praying that the people that are in my life right now are still in my life come 6 months to a year from now. I can't think of a single person who's in my life at this particular juncture that I don't want to be there for 10, 15, 20, 30, 60 more years. And I know that relationships usually have a time limit, and we don't know when those people are going to be out, like, leaving our lives. We don't know when those people are going to be coming into our lives. So, like I said, I just hope that for the time being, the people that are in my life continue to be in my life, and that I don't have to take that final stance of, fuck you, I told you what I needed from you, I told you what I needed in general, and you're not there to support me and be there for my happiness, be there for the boundaries I created, so I don't need you in my life anymore. And it's going, when that happens, it's going to suck. I'm going to cry. I'm probably going to spiral into depression, but at the end of the day, I got to do what's right for me. So there's all that. Moving on to book news. I got an email today from the coordinator for the all county picnic, and our venue's been changed. And I'm freaking the fuck out about this. Not only do I not have my informational packets that I need and have expected for the last 2.5 weeks to show up in the mail, but now the new venue that they're moving us to is in an area that I don't get really good cell phone reception, and I sure as hell don't get internet. And I need to be able to access the internet for PayPal and for, like, people using my my QR codes and stuff. So I'm really freaking nervous right now. I still have yet to pay for my spot to, like, be there at the fair, but they've already included me in the flyer that they're sending out, and I know where my space is going to be and all that other shit, and I'm just like, fuck. like there was a huge part of me that did not want to attend, and um if by the middle of next week I'm gonna have to call them and let them know, hey, I just don't have the mental health materials that you originally told me that I needed to have to present at my booth. So I guess give it to someone else. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Um, Everything in me had kind of had the realization that I wasn't going to do this the all county picnic thing, and that I was just going to focus on the community fair. And that's kind of where I was starting to put all my eggs into that basket. Now I'm like, well, shit, what do I do now? Um, so I've got to try to come up with money to attend both of the events now. And I still have my money set aside for my ISBN numbers. I've talked to the illustrator and I've talked to the editor. They both know that they have until September 15th to get everything finalized. And September 15th is also, I think, when the community fair is happening. So I'll let them have until that following Monday or Tuesday, and then I've got to get everything from them and situated and uploaded, and then I got to find somebody to do the final edits and the conversions so that it will convert properly over to KDP and another and to Barnes and Noble, and got to try to figure out how to do the workbook aspect of it. So I'm thinking very seriously about kind of taking the initiative now and uploading two different files, having one for in print and one that is specifically for ebook, and then just taking the note section and the journaling section out of the KDP ebook file altogether and just leaving it as questions for the person to journal on their own or whatever. So I don't know. I've got to really kind of think things through, think that over. I've also got to get a hold of the PR team, and we need to sit down and hash things out and figure out exactly what our next strategic steps are for the next month and a half, 2 months. Would you stop? My cat's sharpening his nails on my brand new welcome mat. Anyways, so yeah, I got to get in touch with the PR team and get them to hash shit out and think okay, we need to do at least 3 more events, and we got to get the funds up. I have like I said, I have the money for my ISBNs, but I don't have the money for the publication and the professional editing and all that other stuff. And each author copy is going to cost me roughly $6 to $12, and I need to have at least 30 books on hand for when I have the book launch party. I was thinking about doing a doing a pre-sale or whatever, but I was watching a lot of videos, and it says that unless you're a famous author or have 100,000 plus followers or whatever, that doing pre-sales is not a good idea, especially with Amazon, because Amazon looks at the algorithm and kind of drops off, and then you end up fighting against yourself. So I really wish that there was somebody who worked for Amazon or KDP or Barnes and Noble that I could talk to directly and like seriously just pick their freaking brain. Trying to get all of this situated, trying to get all of this figured out is like damn near impossible. And I feel like I am swimming upstream with a broken arm. But um I'm still keeping that good energy going. I am praying to every god and goddess known to man that things just turn out okay. And yeah, that's where I'm at with the book right now. Uh, some of the people at the YMCA was asking me like how the book is going on. I'm like, oh, it's going great. Yeah. But um, you know, even if I have to come out of pocket somehow, it might just be that I have to do that. And whatever money that I would spend for Christmas, maybe it's that people only get one item from me this year and it's whatever I can afford because I want to be able to present this book to the populace. Once I get it all set up and going and everything, then the royalties and residuals can come from that. But I'm thinking that I need about $3,000, and I have 400 of that right now, and that is allocated specifically for the ISBN numbers. And I mean, there's other ways that I could kind of like skirt that $400, but it makes no sense because the $400 gives me 10 ISBN numbers, or I can buy each individual ISBN number for $125. So I would pay $250 for two ISBN numbers, or $300 for, or $395 for 10. Do I need 10? No, but I'll have access to 10. And if I ever release my other books, then I already have those ISBN numbers and I'm good to go. So I don't know. That's just where I'm at right now. Is I don't know. What else is happening? Had a really good conversation with my landlord yesterday. That was really nice. And for the first time, I didn't have any anxiety, any like, oh fuck moments. The the doorbell rang. I knew that it was going to be him, and I was just like, you know what? Cool, let's do this. Went outside, stood there on the porch, and talked to him for a good 30-45 minutes, just shooting the shit. And after he left, I had no panic attacks, no anything. And I was just like, fuck yeah, thank you, universe, for giving this to me. Um, Even though I'm not doing anything wrong, like, still, I was having panic attacks and was going into like this huge downward spiral whenever he was around. And I'm just doing really good right now, guys. And I don't mean to I don't mean to brag. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to do any of the things. But I have not felt this good for a long time. Like, I am content and dare I even say possibly happy. My house is in good order. I'm in I'm falling in love with my house again. I'm decorating it. Um I just got 3 new TV trays last night. I got some new throw rugs. I got an ottoman for my big papasan chair. Um, you know, they're all used, but it's new to me, and it's stuff that I want, stuff that I kind of need, like the rugs and stuff. I need rugs, and I wanted the TV trays because I want to host a friend dinner. I want to have my friends over for dinner. It's the first time I have ever thought about having people come over for a gathering of any type. And I think that it would just be amazing to be able to do that, especially the friends who have really helped me get stuff put together. Um, Even if I do just spaghetti, something stupid and simple as spaghetti, like just to be able to say, hey, friends, I want you to come over and I want to just celebrate us. I want to just have us over and, lock the cat up because he's going to be fucking neurotic, wanting to be petted and up in everyone's face. But, yeah, I just want to do something like that, something stupid, something fun, something simple. Um, so I'm in the process of getting that situated. I got my new TV and the surround sound for that, all of which was given to me. The only thing that wasn't given to me was the TV stand that I had. I didn't have to buy it, but I went and I bought it, and I got it for a freaking song and a dance on Amazon. I got it for like less than $20. I just so happened to have some extra money. What was it? In June, like June 15th, I had a little bit of extra money. I had just gotten the television. I've had the surround sound for a while, and I've never had it hooked up. The TV was given to me off of a free site. The surround sound was given to me by my sister's boyfriend. I got the TV stand for just under $20 or just under $25 on Amazon. I bought a new remote for the TV or for the sound bar. Um, so like everything's coming together, and I can turn on the Pandora on the TV, and we can listen to music, just kind of have fun. Maybe we could even do a couple of board games or something, or watch a stupid movie or whatever. But it's just things that I would like to do. Um, and I also have some travel plans in the immediate future within the next 4 to 6 months. I want to go see my mom, and so I'm going to put all of my effort into trying to go spend Thanksgiving with her. Her birthday is in November, and it's in the first part of November. So I want to wait until after I have the book published and after I have the book party, and maybe go down for Thanksgiving. And I kind of want to sneak in on her, so I got to get a hold of my aunt or one of my cousins and see if they would be willing to pick me up from the airport, or maybe even see about renting a car and driving it to my mom's house or whatever. Though I don't know where I would be able to park it. But that's one of the travel plans that I have. And my aunt got a hold of me, the one that I went to Alaska with, and she wants me to come back and visit with her. And she said, when would be the best time for me to do so? I don't want to go to Indiana when it's winter. I love the cold, but I'm not built for that type of cold. And so I'm thinking that if I do that, I'd like to do that in February or March. But if I could, I would like to just do a round trip type of a situation where I go down and visit my mom, and then instead of flying back here to Seattle, I fly to Indiana, and then from spend a few days out in Indiana, and then go from Indiana here and just call it good. But that's a lot of traveling, and I don't fly very well. I end up having panic attacks and everything else. But so that's kind of like some future plans that I'm looking forward to. So yeah. Anyways, during the podcast, I asked the question, how do you guys consume my content? Do you just watch me here on YouTube and don't do anything on the podcast? Do you ever check out the blog? Have you checked out the book website? Do you follow me on Instagram? Do you follow me on Twitter? Do you like, how do you consume my content? I've really been kind of kicking the idea around of discontinuing the podcast just because I don't feel like it's reaching enough people. If you would like to be part of the podcast and maybe come on and do an interview, or we just get on there and talk or whatever, that's something I'm open to. I've never had a guest on my podcast, so that would be kind of fun to do. And maybe that could be something that, like, if you have social media content that you produce, like your own YouTube channel or your own podcast, that like you have me on as a guest, I have you on as a guest, and we can talk about anything really and just kind of go from there. But let me know in the comment section down below what you think and kind of like how you go about consuming my content and stuff. And do I need to start adding more stuff to the community tab here on YouTube? Just, I want to hear from you so that it's not always just me in front of a camera kind of blah, blah, blahing about whatever. I mean, that's what Hello Cupcake has been from the get-go, has just been a way for me to get shit up off of my chest when I needed to talk to somebody. Like, this is very therapeutic for me. And I know that there are those of you who consume my content, be it TikTok, Instagram, whatever, that have sent me private messages and told me, thank you. I didn't know anyone else was going through this, like what I felt and blah, blah. So not only does it keep me accountable to you, but it also helps me with, well, me. So anyways, guys, this is a very long video. It's almost 30 minutes long. I'm sorry about that. And if you're still here, thank you. But I will talk to y'all later. Have a great weekend, and see you on Wednesday. Bye, guys.